Your garden might be secretly damaging your home. Here's how to protect it. You know that beautiful garden you spent months planning? The one with all those lush green plants and colorful flowers? Well, I have something you need to hear. Some of the most attractive plants that people add to their yards are actually causing serious damage to their homes right now. We're talking cracked foundations, broken gutters, and damaged roofs. Sam here from Seniors Gardening Advice, and today we're going to show you exactly which plants are causing these problems and what you should do instead. If you're learning this for the first time, please hit that subscribe button. Your home's health depends on it. Drop a like and comment below if you've already planted any of these troublemakers. I'd love to hear your story. Why choosing the right plants matters. Before we jump into the specific plants you need to avoid, let's understand why plant selection is so important for homeowners. When you're designing your landscape, it's easy to get caught up in the beauty factor. A colorful flower here, a tall shade tree there, and suddenly your yard looks like something out of a magazine. But here's the truth. Not all pretty plants are good plants for your home. Some have roots that sneak around underground and cause serious foundation problems. Others grow so aggressively that they damage your roof, gutters, and even your home siding. And some can actually pose a fire risk to your property. According to experts in plant science, the key issue isn't that certain plants are good or bad. The real problem happens when these plants are placed in the wrong location. If a plant doesn't have enough space, or if it's too close to your house, even the most beautiful specimen can become a nightmare. Share this video with someone who gardens. They probably need this information. What you need to know before planting anything. Before you dig a single hole in your yard, there are 4 important factors you need to consider. These guidelines will help you avoid thousands of dollars in home repairs down the road. Distance from your home. This is the most critical factor. The general rule that professionals recommend is this: always plant outside the drip line of your house. The drip line is the outer edge of where rainwater falls from your roof. Why does this matter? Plants near your house's foundation can disrupt the soil and cause cracks to develop. When you plant too close to your walls, water damage becomes more likely. You'll also find yourself constantly trimming back branches and vines that get too close to your siding. For larger trees and shrubs, experts suggest keeping them at least 20 feet away from your house's foundation. Smaller shrubs should be at least 3 to 4 feet away. If there's no roof overhang on a particular side of your house, add 2 extra feet to whatever distance you've already planned. The mature size of plants. Here's where many gardeners make a huge mistake. You see a small plant at the nursery and plant it right where you want it. 5 years later, it's triple the size, and now it's growing into your gutters, cracking your foundation, or blocking your windows. Before you buy any plant, research its mature size. How tall will it grow? How wide will it spread? This information is not hard to find. Your local nursery can tell you, or you can look it up online. Large trees planted too close to a house will eventually outgrow the space. This creates multiple problems. Branches overhang your roof, leaves, fruit, and twigs fall into your gutters and clog them. The root system can push against your foundation and cause cracks over time. If you're finding this helpful, share it with your family members who love gardening. How plants actually grow. It's not enough to know how big a plant will get, you also need to understand how it grows. Some plants have aggressive root systems that spread underground like octopus tentacles. Others have vines that climb anything nearby: walls, trees, your siding. When tree branches hang over your roof, debris accumulates in your gutters. This isn't just ugly, it causes water damage and can lead to rot. Vines like English ivy and Boston ivy can attach to the sides of your home and actually damage the surface material underneath. Pay special attention to the growth habit of any plant. Does it tend to climb? Does it spread underground? Will it grow aggressively and take over other areas? These questions are crucial. Fire safety considerations. If you live in an area where wildfires are becoming more common, plant flammability is absolutely something to consider. Even if you don't live near forests right now, fire seasons are getting longer and more severe. Experts recommend managing the area around your home to reduce fire risk. This includes choosing less flammable plants and keeping them properly maintained. Some plants burn much faster and hotter than others. Check with Firewise USA or your local fire department for guidance on which plants are safe for your area.
Plant number 1, English ivy, the climbing menace.
English ivy is a beautiful plant. It looks elegant covering a wall or fence. But here's the problem. It's almost impossible to control once it gets started. This creeping vine climbs up anything nearby. If it grows near a tree, it will climb that tree. The weight of the ivy-covered branches becomes too heavy, and branches break. This creates safety hazards. Falling branches can damage your roof or injure someone below. The real issue is how quickly English ivy grows. It spreads fast, and once it starts climbing your home's exterior or nearby structures, removing it becomes a nightmare. You'll be stuck constantly cutting it back or hiring professionals to remove it. The climbing roots can work their way into mortar joints, cracks in siding, and gaps around windows. Over time, this causes structural damage that can be expensive to repair. Don't forget to subscribe to Seniors Gardening Advice for more tips like this. Comment below and tell us if you're dealing with ivy right now. Plant number 2, Tree of Heaven, an invader in your yard. Tree of Heaven is invasive. That's not just an opinion. It's officially classified as invasive by experts across the country. What does invasive mean? It means the plant doesn't play nice with others. It outcompetes native plants in your yard. It spreads aggressively and takes over areas where you didn't plant it. Before you know it, your landscape is covered with this tree, and native plants are completely gone. Invasive species have caused ecological problems from coast to coast. They damage your local ecosystem and make your yard look messy and unmaintained. Before you plant anything, check with your local extension service or plant experts to see what's considered invasive in your area. Just because a plant is available at your local nursery doesn't mean it's safe to plant near your home. Plant number 4, Bradford pear trees. Beautiful, but dangerous. Bradford pear trees used to be everywhere. Suburban developments loved them, but they've fallen out of favor for a very good reason. They fall apart. These trees don't grow with strong branch structure. During storms, branches snap and fall. The weak wood is susceptible to decay, so over time, the whole tree becomes unstable. Several states have actually banned this tree because it's so problematic. Beyond the structural issues, Bradford pear is also invasive. It outcompetes native plants and spreads aggressively throughout your yard. You'll spend years fighting with it, and it just keeps coming back. Plus, if you've ever smelled a Bradford pear tree, you know they have a distinctive odor that many people find unpleasant. Combine that with their structural weakness, invasive nature, and the fact that some states are trying to eradicate them entirely, and you've got a tree you should definitely avoid. Plant number 4, cherry blossom trees. Beautiful, but problematic. Cherry blossom trees are stunning. Their pink flowers are absolutely gorgeous in spring. Lots of homeowners want them in their yards for the beauty factor alone. But underneath that beautiful canopy is a root system that's actively seeking water. These roots don't respect property boundaries or underground systems. They'll clog your drainage pipes. They'll infiltrate your septic system if you have one. They'll even clog your irrigation system. The damage happens slowly at first. You might not notice anything wrong for several years. Then suddenly, you've got drainage problems, septic issues, and expensive repairs ahead. If you love cherry blossoms, that's okay. Just plant them far away from your home's foundation and any underground water systems. Plant them where they can grow freely without interfering with your home's infrastructure. Share this with anyone who has cherry trees in their yard.
Plant number 5, Japanese forest grass, the underground invader. Here's something important. Problems above ground are obvious, but problems underground, those sneak up on you. Japanese forest grass has what's called a running root system. These roots spread horizontally underground, and they're incredibly aggressive. They can become invasive and overrun your pathways, driveways, and patios. You might be wondering why you suddenly can't walk across your patio without tripping. It's because this grass is pushing up through everything. But that's not even the worst part. These running roots also seek out water sources. They clog downspout curtain drains around your foundation. They interfere with drainage systems you've paid good money to install. Other grasses with running root systems include ribbon grass and Japanese blood grass. They all have the same problem. Avoid planting them near your home, near your driveways, or near any underground systems. If you love ornamental grasses, choose varieties with non-invasive root systems. Your landscape professional can recommend better options. Plant number 5, silver maple trees. Weak wood, strong damage. Maple trees are popular. People love them for their size and their beautiful fall foliage. Silver maple trees are especially tempting because they grow big and provide good shade. But here's the catch. Silver maple wood is weak. It's susceptible to decay. During storms, branches break regularly. In areas that get severe weather, you might find yourself constantly cleaning up broken branches. The root systems from silver maple trees cause problems too. These roots are aggressive and spread far underground. They can damage sewer lines. They cause cracks in sidewalks and driveways. Over time, you might be looking at thousands of dollars in repairs. If you want a maple tree for your yard, talk to your local nursery about varieties with stronger wood and less problematic root systems. There are better options available. If you're dealing with a weak tree on your property, comment below. Let's figure out what to do about it. Plant number 7, trumpet creeper, creeping toward your walls. Any plant with creeper or crawler in the name should raise a red flag. While some of these plants can work as ground cover in the right location, you need to watch them carefully. Trumpet creeper is actually classified as an invasive weed by the United States Department of Agriculture in certain regions. People plant it because the flowers are showy and attractive, but the plant has other ideas. Trumpet creeper spreads through aerial rootlets. These tiny roots grab onto anything nearby, your siding, your gutters, your downspouts. The vine infiltrates these structures and can actually damage or weaken mortar joints in brick and stone. Once trumpet creeper gets established, it's hard to get rid of. The roots are deep and persistent. You'll be fighting with this plant for years. If you like the look of flowering vines, choose a non-invasive variety and plant it where it can be contained. Keep it away from your home's exterior. Plant number 8, conifer trees, the fire hazard with root problems. Conifer trees include evergreens, evergreen shrubs, and the typical Christmas tree shape. They look attractive, and yes, cutting your own Christmas tree from your yard sounds wonderful. But full-sized conifer trees shouldn't be planted close to your home. Here's why. First, they're a fire hazard. These trees burn quickly and hot. If you live in an area with wildfire risk, having large conifers near your home increases your danger. They dry out easily and ignite readily. Second, their root systems cause foundation problems. The root systems reach out toward your foundation and cause damage over time. This is especially problematic because you might not notice it happening until significant cracks have already developed. Third, the needles. Conifer needles fall constantly. They clog your gutters just like any other debris. But unlike leaves, they tend to pack down and hold moisture. This causes rot in your siding and fascia boards. If you don't clean your gutters regularly, you'll end up with serious water damage. If you want conifer trees for your landscape, plant them in a back area where you can view them from a distance. Keep them away from your home, away from your roof, and away from your foundation. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Seniors Gardening Advice for more home and garden tips.
What you should do right now. If you've already planted some of these problem plants near your home, don't panic. You have options. You can remove them and replant with safer alternatives. You can keep them trimmed back carefully, or you can relocate them to a different area of your property where they won't cause damage. Start by assessing what you have. Walk around your yard and identify any of these 8 plants. Check how close they are to your home's foundation, your roof, and your gutters. Note any damage you can see. Contact your local extension service or a certified arborist. These professionals can give you specific advice for your situation. They can tell you which plants are invasive in your area. They can recommend alternatives that will give you the look you want without the damage. For future planting, remember the rules. Plant trees at least 20 feet away from your home. Plant shrubs at least 3 to 4 feet away. Research the mature size before you buy. Learn about the plant's growth habits. Choose plants suited to your climate and conditions. Consider fire safety for your area. Better plants to consider instead. You don't have to give up beautiful landscaping. You just need to make smarter choices. Talk to your local nursery about native plants that grow well in your area. Native plants are adapted to local conditions, less likely to be invasive, and usually require less maintenance. Choose plants that stay a manageable size when mature, have non-invasive root systems, don't have aggressive climbing or spreading habits, are well suited to your climate, and require reasonable maintenance. Your landscaping can still be gorgeous. It just needs to be safe. Final thoughts from Sam. Your home is probably the biggest investment you'll ever make. The landscaping around it should enhance your home's value, not damage it. By understanding which plants can cause problems and where to plant them safely, you're protecting that investment. Take time to plan your landscape carefully. Do your research. Ask questions. Work with professionals when you need to. Your future self will thank you when you're not dealing with foundation cracks, clogged gutters, or damaged siding. I'm Sam from Seniors Gardening Advice, and I'm here to help you create a beautiful yard that's also safe for your home. Please subscribe to our channel for more gardening and home maintenance tips. Like this video and comment below. Tell us which plants you're growing and if you've had any problems with them. Share this video with friends and family who are gardeners. We'll see you in the next one.